So in the big level discussion, does fasting play a role in the big level or at the molecular level?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And see, fasting has always existed. It just takes someone smart to package it really well, add some science and research, and great. At least they're doing something good about it. But think about it. See, there are 3 cycles in life. There is activity and rest, there is sleep and wake, and there is feasting and fasting. These are 3 cycles for every human being. If you can perfect these 3 cycles, mostly that is your preventive model. Fasting is therapeutic. It's not. Now look, and this is where I talk about cultures. Our own Indian culture has so much of wisdom, and yet you have the sickest people and the people who are the least inspired imitating the West all the time. I'm not against the West. We can learn, but also don't forget you can learn from your own culture. Fasting originates here. Yoga originates here. Pranayama originates here. It's not that we're better than the West, but I'm just saying don't blind yourself by only thinking, what is intermittent fasting? It is a fad. And I'll tell you why. It is fasting. Why do you need the word intermittent? 2, why 16-8? No one's really questioned that. Why not 15? Why not 15 and a half? Why not 17? But you put everyone into a box of 16-8. We have patients who get fantastic results or better in 12 hours of fasting because that's what works for them. Our pro athletes, our cricket players, our soccer players, they don't fast 14, 16, 18 hours. They'll do 12 hours because they're already fit. They can't break down more muscle. You have to do what suits you. But fasting is therapeutic because the biggest problem in our country is people have an abundance of food. You know, and we all know that when we're not eating, the body's repairing. When I'm eating, I'm not repairing. But when I'm not eating, my body's repairing, regenerating, growing, everything, all the magic of rebuilding and building is happening in a fasted state. Look at Jainism in our country. Such a scientific, beautiful process of circadian rhythm. Sunset, stop eating, stop drinking water, 12 hours later, which is easy. Start doing it again. May not be practical for everyone, but at least we can adopt the concept. So the point is, rather than pushing hours onto people, okay, teach them what happens in time-restricted eating, because the point is everything's a rhythm. Heart, rhythm. Pulse, rhythm. Breath, rhythm. Brain waves are also a rhythm. So the point is, if I'm eating at different timings every day, I'm creating a disruption in my own digestive rhythms, my hormonal rhythms. But if I say my eating window is between this time and this time, whether it's 12 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, doesn't matter, whatever suits you. Now you create a rhythm for the body. Everything becomes easier. Like sleep. If you go to sleep every day at 10 o'clock, make it, after a while, you will automatically sleep at 10 and you will automatically wake at 5 because it's a circadian rhythm. So fasting is therapeutic. And I tell all people, start off with 8 hours. You'll say, hey, Luke, this was easy. Now do 9. Now do 10. Then reach 12. Now people will say, but Luke, I can go to 13. Okay, find your average. Like, so my average is anywhere between 12 to 14. It can vary. Once a week or maybe once in 15 days, I'll do a 24-hour fast because I travel so much and, you know, eating outside food. And that's my threshold. But 12 to 14, it'll be very different. The days I probably do a more heavier workout, my body's going to ask me for food before. Why will I keep myself in a box? I'll adapt. And the days where, let's say, I've been on a long flight and come back, I probably go on to 15, 16 hours because I'm jet lagged. But I'm following hunger. When my body tells me it's ready for food, I will eat.
And your patients have told you that fasting make them better?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have today, which is being studied across medical institutes and cancer institutes around the world, is even our patients who do fasted chemo cycles.
Fasted chemo?
0 side effects. Zero side effects. And the science is simple. It's a sparing action. See, when we're in a fasted state, your immune system is on the lookout. It's in protection mode. Everything changes for you. You're going through chemo, you want to have an immune system which is, it's more protein sparing, it's everything in place. And now many patients, it's not for all. Some can do it, some can't do it. You have to assess the patient. Some feel that if I don't, I'll get weak, I can't take the chemo. And some are like, they don't even eat 12 hours after the chemo, no side effects. So you can't put it into a box and say, fasted chemo is great for everyone. You can't do that. But it is therapeutic. And there are some patients who can't fast. They're not supposed to fast at this stage in their life. You've just had a transplant, you're an immunosuppressant, or you have highly fluctuating blood sugar levels until you bring some normalcy. At the same time, we have fasting, which is reverse diabetes for patients, right? It changes. And for some patients, until you bring normalcy in their levels. So it's not for everyone. It's not for the woman who's just delivered a baby and has peer pressure to lose that weight, so they turn to fasting. No, you're lactating. You need energy. It's different for everyone. But fasting is therapeutic to the human body, whether it's longevity, lower inflammation, cognitive. We see our Alzheimer's patients who start fasting, their response and behavior starts to change. So it is therapeutic, but again, you can't put everyone into a box. And I have some of my fittest patients who don't fast, and they're absolutely fine too. But they keep that minimum gap of 12, which believe me is so easy. I eat at 8 o'clock. I shouldn't be eating before sunrise. I can easily wait till 8 in the morning. So I'm automatically doing a 12-hour fast.
I tell them it is for everybody, including all my audience and also all my patients. All the GI symptoms improve significantly.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. But the gut starts to get better with that. Because it gets to have a space of no work. Rest. And in a state of rest, the body has an intelligence which no scientist has. No dietitian has. No doctor yet has. The way it balances its fungi and its bacteria and the microbes. No one. That's why we say sometimes the overuse of probiotics is also messing people up. Oh, look, I got 50 billion from the US. I'm like, your gut doesn't need 50 billion. It needs to stop doing these things. It'll automatically repair, but that's how it is.
Based on whatever we have discussed now, right? So all this you're talking about is a lifelong thing, and you do like one step every day. And that's what you are written in your new book.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Tell us about the book and what have you written.
I got a copy for you in that bag.
Oh, please.
It's just small wins every day. What we did was, sometimes as a practitioner, you get fed up. You're seeing the same patients every day, telling them the same thing, exercise, do this. And then you think that you want to spend more time with the patients who really need help. So what we did is, we said, let's go into our data for 13 years, look at all of our successful patients, and what are the things that they were consistent with. Like whether it was their morning ritual, whether it was their Surya Namaskar, whether it was, whatever. We took out all the commonalities for the day and we put that into a book. We just took 100 wins that worked for people. And a month later, we were a national bestseller.
Right.
Because it's doable. People can open any page and say, well, let me do this today. And then there's small wins. So it teaches you, do it tomorrow, then do it tomorrow. Now we have so many people from across the country getting off bed and moving straight into a Malasana position. Sitting there for 30 seconds and then starting their day. Something as small as that. And we have people saying, hey, Luke, my bowel movement's gotten better. I'm not saying everyone with constipation, this will solve your problem. Remember bio-individuality. But great, it's a start. It's a start. So that's what the whole book was about, to encourage people to our most complicated diseases. Patients are coached with small wins. Start doing it a little.
Especially the emotional part, I guess. I think we should pay more attention to it. All the things that we discussed needs to start somewhere.
See, today, I would, say without a doubt, we have a very famous neurosurgeon at Stanford who says after 60 years of operations and opening up people, today all I can say is just people need to be happier. I've had cardiologists say that I open bodies and hearts every day. I can talk about cholesterol, lipoproteins, all of that. People need to be less stressed. So you see, finally everyone works. Like when I was a nutritionist, I thought nutrition is the magic pill. Everyone should eat this, that, superfood. Today it's 10% of the game. 90% of the game is
even for gastroenterology, what would we saying? We're saying don't eat anything for 12 hours, which means rest to the body. Rest to the gut. Again, slow down. Basically, slowing down is
slowing down. But when we're emotionally out of control, we're in a hurry because life's taught us to be that. If we're not busy or we don't appear busy, people think we're useless. I need to do. You can do, but slow down. Slow down. I always say like a candle burns the fastest. When the flame is hotter, right? We're burning out that way. We can still achieve what we want in life, but we can slow down. Do it with elegance. Don't be constantly on the edge, on the run. And that's when I say know yourself, because most people want to be busy and aspirational in life because it's not truly what they want. It's because their friend is doing it, or they were drilled. You need to do this. Hard work is the only way. Of course, hard work is good, but hard work doesn't mean you punish yourself. You neglect your health.
Exactly.
The harder you're working, the more you need to take care of yourself. So when CEOs and all come to us like, Luke, I'm promoted, I have this. I say, now you have a position which pays you a lot of money, but how are you making your body and your mind bulletproof? Because with responsibility, comes better. You need better health to handle all of this emotional stress and your travel and all of that. So you constantly need to build. It doesn't mean the higher you go, I have an office job and sitting in a cabin. In fact, that's going to make you sick. So it comes down to emotional health at the end of the day.
So out of everything what we discussed, if you have to say one thing to the audience to start somewhere regarding emotional health, what a gratitude journal, manifestation, forgiveness, what will you say?
I would think like right now my message to the audience is, see, everyone has a perfect truth and a lie. I'll start with die. Be real with yourself. Sit today alone, okay, and find out everything that's not going well, whether it's your relationship, your health. Okay, ask yourself, what is the perfect truth means, okay, that I need to accept that, hey, Luke, I am lazy. I am eating too much junk. First, get the truths in place before saying a diet doesn't work. I need this, I need that. And find out what is the perfect lie that you tell yourself. I don't have time. No, you have time, but you're spending it wrongly. Okay? I can't go to the gym. Yeah, but I can work out at home. See, everyone is telling themselves a perfect truth and a lie. So the first step is be honest with yourself first. Okay, and now maybe you don't know how to do it. Now take help. I need a coach. I need a therapist. But you should know your truth, otherwise someone else is going to decide it for you. Your therapist is going to see, oh, you're like this because you had a childhood issue. Now, maybe you had a childhood issue, but maybe that's not the root cause of your problem. The root cause of your problem is I'm lazy. I'm on social media too long. Now I'm fixing, the root cause is determined and diagnosed wrong. And I'm going to be in years and years of therapy. Or you come and say, give me a diet, give me a diet. Right, you got a diet. But you're cheating every day. You're not following it. That's your perfect truth. Your perfect lie is what you're not doing. So now, is it really the diet that you need? Or is it the actions you need to take? Now you can come and say, Luke, I'm a lazy. We have patients who come, Look, I know it all. I'm lazy. I just need to be coached. I need to be inspired. Now we know where to start. Your results are going to come sooner rather than going around. So I would ask everyone to be honest with themselves and move out of victim mode. That's the biggest breakdown of emotional health. People are in, this happened to me, so I'm like this. So if you're like this, let's say I'm angry because of my parents or because of my failed relationship. My question is, you have a right to be angry. You're in victim mode now. But is this anger going to solve your problems? If the answer is yes, please go on being angry. But we know the answer is going to be no. So move out of victim mode. Stop blaming everyone. Stop complaining about it. You don't like the country you live in? Go out of there. Live somewhere else. But complaining all the time, is it solving your problem? No. So stop it. It's affecting your health and it's affecting everyone around you. That's the first step towards emotion. Second, if you think you're really emotionally low at this point, get off social media for a week. I can guarantee you're going to feel better. I'm not here to say dump your meds and stuff. I'm not saying that, but I can promise you are going to feel better. So these are the first two things that, and at the end of the day, if I wrap it up, our physical health is a reflection of our emotional health. Our relationships are a reflection of our emotional health. Absolutely. Our jobs, our businesses, and everything. So start spending a little more time with your emotions and stuff like that, and your true self. I mean, you're going through a breakup. You don't know whether you should marry this person or not. Vent it out with your friends, talk. But you're just going to get 10 opinions from 10 of your girlfriends or boyfriends, which are based on their life experience. What about asking your authentic self? Listen to their opinion, but say, what do I really want? Is this the person for me? Use your gut instinct. Use your sixth sense. And then make the decision. Don't do it. 10 friends told me to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I think we have to break away from the box that we've been put in and start looking at the amazing energies. Connect with the divine energies that exist around us. When you're connected with that, you're guided. When you're not, you're led. You're led like sheep. Herd mentality. Wow. That's what it is.
It's what a perfect way to end the conversation by talking about gut.
That was not planned though, but it came out. Yeah. Gut instinct.
Gut instinct. It was such a pleasure. Such a pleasure having you in the show. And as I said, it's all for me. I got a lot of advantages. Like I'm talking to you in person. I'm sure my audience learned a lot as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.